Hi, John here. Today is Tuesday the 4th of November 2014. I just want to carry on from Treaty Marae, Waitangi on the 28th of October 2014, the Declaration of Independence Day 1835, King William IV. Kingi's Kingi Taurua is the chief taumata on the Titi Marae, where I do all my documents. You'll notice I've got a lot of books around me that I'm going to give him a bit of time today. He'll interview me on the camera and wants to know the rest of my presentation at the marae was rudely disrupted by others who are way out from where this is going, from the original titles. I'm going to show you the original titles of TB3 block, TB23, the TB3 trust. I was on at the time Hare Ututonga Williams was alive. He left me with all his treaty claims and all his titles. So Ben Williams, if you're watching this video up at on the block behind the back of Titi Marae, I have all your information here in safekeeping. So now's the time's come where the Williams family, according to the British titles, not the titles that are there now, we're going right over the top of them. So they're going to be investigated. I wanted to tell those taumata and those ones building on the blocks there that they had to check the titles first before they start building, because they're a minor shareholder. The Williams are the biggest shareholder with 57% of ownership there. They have a say in what happens there, and I'm there for them, for the Williams family, the Ututonga family of Ngāpuhi. Now you'll see all this on Facebook, on the Moai Crown Federal State King William Admiralty Jurisdiction Court. So everything's going to go through this way, and unfortunately they didn't see the rest of the presentation I had, and I'm going to show you all the books that I've drawn my information from as well, to come out with something quite exact and absolute on the titles, especially the British ones, not so much the Lien's titles that we're challenging here now on Cook Street, 61 Cook Street in Auckland. It's no different to these original titles that were confiscated by the British. So I want to start off with Matt Taylor. He's our business partner in Brighton, England. So he's a candidate for the Independent SOS Party. So Matt, this one for you. We're going to do a documentary today with the chief himself of the contract, the commercial Lien contract with King William, and with Kingi Taurua being the last one standing on his feet on the marae. He takes the full responsibility, being the war veteran himself, being to the war in Malaysia. In those times he knows all about it, and he'll be talking from the War Memorial up at Auckland Domain, where the Moai statue is standing. So we've got the Moai statue there in amongst the history of the titles, a king, and this flag. This flag represents the contract. It is a contract, a constitution and jurisdiction of Admiralty and the Bank of England, wrapped up in the Commonwealth, free passage through the World flag with British military protection. So they're obligated to this flag. It's still alive in Westminster. We aim to transfer that map to Plymouth and set up our High Court of Admiralty there and Parliament. Hopefully Scotland, the new government, will go independent and sovereign of their own and join us there, because King William's still the King of Scotland, England, Ireland, and Hanover, and also Aotearoa New Zealand in this contract. So we do have British citizenship. We're going to open that up for the Hapu here in this country and the Pacific Island people as well, because we're one with this flag with the 8 points, and one of those stars will be the 7 wakas are in the Pacific, and one waka is Queen Victoria's and King William's. Okay, so we're linking everything, Matt, and the rest of the boys there who will have the information for the court. And I know George Bowden's got a lot of information, being a veteran himself, will be welcome to come and join us at William Yard, the naval base at Devonport in Plymouth. Okay, so we're going there with this warrant that we have to seize on the property, and the same way as we're doing here. It's the same, no different. Now that the Queen is gone and abandoned ship, so to speak. So now, Matt, you wanted a clear a video so they can hear the right stories, and so I'm surrounded by books here of all the history of Britain, settlers when they first came here, and the escaped convicts that were sent to Australia came here. That's that lot, with Land Information New Zealand title to the government in Wellington, to the Queen, and to Melbourne, the Prime Minister of Britain at the time, with Queen Victoria, his sweetheart. Okay, so he had a thing going with her, a bit of a flame. So we've got Victoria there, the founding of Australia, King William IV and his Acts of Parliament. So you'll see the acts there that are put online to justify our existence as the other missing partner, still in business, just starting and picking up from our chiefs in the past, King Tawhio with the pound note, 1888, that made his own mark in the banking until the BNZ came and took it and bankrupted the country, and then changed it into the League of Nations and then to the United Nations. That's where we're at. We're in there. We have an interest, a financial interest in there, a financial interest in the World Bank, and a financial interest in Her Majesty and His Majesty's Treasury in London. Okay, so that's it in a mouthful. Matt, especially to you, you're dedicated to us and we're dedicated to you, no less. Our crew, Jaymie, Patrick Stewart Ngātai, my private secretary, is eager to get there, and we'll be there soon, and just finalising everything with Plymouth. We'll find people to set up with us, the families there of King William and others, the Stewarts and others that have travelled here from Plymouth to New Zealand and won't say anything here. Those families are here in Devonport and New Plymouth, the first lot of British that we have something to do with, Fitzroy and the rest of them at New Plymouth, and to Titi Marae and Bay of Islands, Kororareka, where this 1835 was signed with King of England. Okay, so I'm going graphic substance information here for the world to see on Facebook. No mistake about it. There is no one ever yet refuted any of the 3,000 plus affidavits, Matt. So far, it's been a straight run. It's a bit eerie, but it's all true. I just want to tell you that I'll have the chief this afternoon, today, Tuesday, and marked in history. He's the chief. He's linked to King Edward the Fourth, the Fifth, and to King George in that line of monarch king lineship. Okay, kingship. Now he can tell his story, but he's linking as the main chief here with these documents to Britain. Nothing else. You don't have to worry about anything else. Only 1835. The year 1835 is linked to the Cape of Good Hope, South Africa. 1835. All these acts of an admiral and a surrogate king. I'm a surrogate king. Now, Matt, talking for the king, okay? And Kingi knows that. He's a king as well, in his own right, King Edward, okay? On the Edward line, okay? His family, Edward, all right? And Edward is in Jaymie's family as well. So Jaymie, Patrick Stewart, is the Stewart family, okay? The Stewart in the police there. And so she'll sort that out. So that's why she's with me, because she's very passionate about this flag and about her history and about what happens to the families in the Hapu in the Pacific Islands. So she wants to write up history about that. She'll be travelling around with me through the Pacific, through Europe, Britain and the world. Okay, so we're going through 250 countries, Matt, with this flag. There's a free passage flag through the world, and hopefully Scotland is listening, that they can go along with this in Plymouth. It's too corrupted and quite polluted in Westminster. It's laden with filth, and it's not very good feeling inside that Parliament. So we're going to start a brand new one, a Commonwealth of Britain, UK, there in Plymouth, where everything started from. With King William, he's the only one that got a seal. They melted all the other seals. Kings and queens kept his, because his had the hallmarks of a real admiral, commercial, liens, mortgage documents of titles and conveyancing instruments to borrow money from the bank, okay, and the Bank of England, Patterson, right? William Patterson created the Bank of England Act by King William III in 1694, and took it around Europe and Britain, and then King William IV in 1837 took it around the world on this flag, not on any other flag. Okay, so they used the HM Customs to use this flag, and somebody's using it still, so we're going to investigate all that, Matt, you and us, and Good Bowden and them, John Patterson and what's his name, Peel, George Lees, okay? So those guys and a few others that are going to join us in Plymouth, right? We'll go there and set up, because it's a King's Castle, King's Bench, and King's Royal Revenue and King of the Sea, right there. That's where everybody left to go around the world, from there to America, to Cape of Good Hope first, Africa, then America, then Australia, and then the rest of the world, okay? India, whatever. So I'm going to go over for Kingi, the TB3 block, right? I've got everything on it, right? The TB3 block, right? And the original title. I was at the meetings at the time Hare Ututonga Williams was alive. So these are all the, I'm going to drop these down and go right through them and just explain why I'm linking this up to the titles at Te Marae, the titles in Auckland and the titles at the East Cape. I've told Kingi that we will link up the North, the Tauranga and the East Cape on our titles, the original titles of the Crown in England, direct, okay, not the Australian, New Zealand government ones. So we've got the TB3 Trust letter, one letter from the chairman, just put goes there. I'm going to drop all these down here. Memorandum of lease, the lease on the block. Okay, so I'm not going to put these on Facebook. I'm just showing you online here on video. And a briefing of Hare Williams, 95 here. So I've got all their things here to carry on with them. When the time comes, I can be with them. And those Charlie Hauhepa, and he was giving a presentation, was cut off at Te Marae, unfortunately. He didn't consult with the other taumata who signed the documents for me to take to England, okay, to Westminster and to Plymouth. It's too late for anybody to do anything about it now because I've been doing this for years, since 2000, okay? So I've got all Mohi Manukau stuff, Hare Ututonga stuff, some of Del Wihongi stuff, and Tarawa stuff. So I've been with the Confederation of the Maori Chiefs for a long, long time, not to know nothing. Okay, so we've got the special general meeting here on August the 2nd. What year was this? 2002. Okay, so we're going back, way back, right? We've got all the voting right back in the minutes here. I just want to show you, Kingi, I just want to show you the birth of Te Marae. You've got the birth of the East Cape where I'm from, the birth of East Island. So those connect up with the Moai statute to Te Marae, the Manapui Tahitians, okay? This Tahitian strait. Okay, so those are dated 7th of September 2002. Right, you can see the date there on the documents. Okay, that's all I'll show you. And so we've got more minutes of the meeting, so I know what's going on there. Here, beneficiaries on 2001, 13th of January 2001. Okay, so this is the meeting on behalf of the chairman for Ututonga's Trust. Okay, so we got the Waitangi 11 block. Okay, we've got all the titles of the Waitangi block. I know who's on it. The other video I made the other day of who's on these blocks, and I can know whose names are genuine and whose are not. So when we get down to the titles, then that's something quite drastic. I just want to go straight into this one, this original one. Okay, so the Williams family, the ones in Australia. I'm doing your crown claims straight to England, not the treaty claims. Don't worry about the treaty claims. You get nothing out of it. Waste the time, Kingi. The treaty is a fraud. That's what I can say about it. The treaty, 1840 treaty, is a fraud, and the Queen is gone now. So that just proves to you that she's run with the money in the trust, our trust. Queen Victoria Trust belongs to us. That's the World Bank. They're using all that money. They're borrowing from the HM Treasury in London. That's our trust. I'm going there to investigate. So to those people, Matt, and to Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, she's good. So if you're listening to the video, I want you to link up with us and the King William, because I'm here standing for him. Okay, until their family finds another king, or we've got Jeff Foley, HRH Jeff Foley, Prince Regent, with the incorporations. He's the Lord High Constable. His title as King of England as well. Okay, so he's on our documents. They're authenticated, sealed with King William seal. Okay, the only seal in existence in kings. He's the last king, and that's it. He's the last king, and Prince William is not going to be a king on his name. Not really, because that's John Carlos. He's a Spaniard, right? No link. Don't get fooled by him. He's not going in there because we're going there to stop him from going there, to claim, because there's a contract. He can't touch it in anywhere in contract law, right? International law. Between that and Admiralty law, we've got the both wrapped up in this flag. Okay, the Commonwealth as well. The Commonwealth Court, the Admiralty Court, High Court, and the whatever court, doesn't matter, because the king is the highest in the world. Okay, so we've got the court, Taitokoro, 1993, orders. Right, I'll just show you orders, and then we've got. I'll mix them up. I'm talking about Hare Ututonga. So we've got the takimonas here. Okay, the takimonas. Right. Between the takimonas and the Williams. Okay, in the court. Judgment debtor. Okay, judgment debtor. So there's something going on, I can clear it up in the court, our court, not in any other court. So there's still, Kingi, there's still a rift between the two families. The Takimonas and the Williams, the Ututongas. The Ututongas have got a bigger stake in the block of land. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Those guys should not have built there, because when Moai goes there and puts the warrant on the property, that's it. They'll seize everything. That's how it works. That's how it works. Doesn't matter. Right? You've got to check whose titles first. Don't jump the gun. Okay, so these are original titles to the Kawakau block. There. Okay, that's I know all these things. Waitangi 2 block. Okay, I know all these things. Don't transform me. Everything about real estate to do these. So these are all minutes of the flats. Okay, the flats. Alright, these are the flats. I've been right over these. I know who's who and building on where, and the argument will be settled on that marae, Titi marae. That's a court. I'll settle it because you know why? I'm talking straight from the King's orders. Okay. King's orders, not Maori orders, King's orders and Moai orders. Okay, there's no such thing as Maori. I told you people on there. Alright, that the Maori word is an iwi word is invented by the Crown. It belongs copyright to the Crown. So anything that's got Maori on it. And just warning to Maori that when we start seizing property, it goes back into the King's Trust, okay, King and the Queen Victoria Trust, okay? That belongs to the beneficiaries, right? If you know how that works. A bit of honesty you've got to be here. It won't work otherwise. Okay, so we've got George Takimona and the flat that he's, there's a question about it, okay? So I'll sort that out. These should have been sorted before any buildings went up, Kake. Okay, that's what I'm saying on the video. Very clearly to the people up in Waitangi, this is what I want to tell you. At that hui, I should have got there a day earlier. I would have rattled the whole lot out. So there will be no animosity about who is who. Okay? So I'm talking here from straight Maori side of their titles and the Moai side of Crown titles to Britain. Okay? Two sides of it. So we've got the court. Again, the court, we're going to sort the courts. I'm going to sort the courts out. We don't have to go to courts. We are the court. Yeah, we are the court. Matt, we are the court from Plymouth. We're doing court hearings here, Matt, online, straight to Plymouth now, and bypassing Westminster because it's a bit too difficult to go in there. You had to go trying to put the flag up, this flag. I'll go there. I'll only go there to put it up when they answer letters. If they stay silent, then we'll put our flag up in Plymouth and carry on from there. Because, quite rightly so, the European Union Parliament has taken over the 43 conditions over Westminster and limited their power, okay, for trade and commerce and investments, banking and all the rest of it, with this flag in the middle of it. If they're using this flag, they're in trouble with us, the chiefs. Okay, so that's some of the things. I wanted to show you the original title. Because here's the shares. Look, here's the shares. That's in writing. Okay? That's the amount of shares to the families there. Now I'm going to sort all that out too, because this is coming from Henry Williams, right? This is coming from the PAIHIAs telling the stories, not the Maoris, not the real Hapu, right? So the PAIHIA was telling all the stories about whose piece of land is whose. So we've got that was what the date was at 93. So they've been split up. They've split up the area of the Waitangi 23 block, and in here as being names there that shouldn't be on the block, Kingi. Okay, you'll know whose name came from. Where's that place? Oromahoi, Oromahoi or somewhere out there, onto the block. I've got the Oromahoi here. Look, yeah, Oromahoi Trust. Okay, see, I got the Oromahoi Trust here. Everything. Okay, so I know because there's some interest in there from Mohi Manukau as well. So he's in the blocks of land around there, around PAIHIA, the Manukaus. So that's how that came into being. But we're not worrying about the Manukaus. They can worry about themselves, and their families are quite capable. So there we go. See, so we know what we're doing. Kingi, Matt, thank you very much. I'm talking to Kingi now. He'll talk from the chief side of this country. Okay, that's the mainstay up there, straight to Britain. Okay, so he's the main man here. That's all that matters for these documents. All the King Seal documents, like King William, that's all that matters. Straight to Britain, they'll listen to that. Okay, they won't listen to anything else. Anybody else is falling short. That's what happened at Waitangi. Why they signed these documents for us is because they know it's the real one. Alright, okay, so that's just some of the documents. That, these are handwritten stuff, so they're originals from Hare Ututonga. I was there when he died, and so he was very thankful that I was there to collect this stuff, because as the old documents, it would have gone into the wrong hands. Okay, so these are the original documents. Waitangi, Marae, Kabiti, 2002. Alright, so don't take much for me to run up a hui. So that's the original. And when we get down to the nitty gritty of the titles, we're getting into more of the I'll go straight past that one. Anyway, I'll go straight past that one. This is the original title here to Waitangi. Okay? On this block you can't see it. You can't see it. On this block of land is only one house, and on the title that the Crown and Britain and the Crown grants transferred into the Williams family, because they changed their name from Ututonga to Williams, so they won't get left out of titles. Okay, that's the same with the Manukaus. They did the same to them. The Rogans did the same to the Manukaus and the Wanoas down the east coast. So the Dick Rogan at East Cape on our land blocks, he's the judge and the lawyer and the surveyor, land surveyors, and John Rogan and Manukaus up here. Oraiti and Dick Rogan married Oraiti Wanoa down the East Cape, and that's the English Rogan, and that was Dick Rogan, and John Rogan married Oraiti Manukau up there in the Kaiparas. So that's how the title came out, right, with the names on them. And so this is the Ututongas. It's the first name on these TB3 blocks. Okay, don't argue, because that's the truth. So that was the Kawakawa CD block, Bay of Islands. Can't read it very much, but I've got a clear one somewhere. I have got NL 327, but it's very difficult to find that now. The Bay of Islands. So I've got all these documented at that time and dated, and everything I've got is dated, Matt. They've got dates on them so that they can be referred to at any time in the court hearings online. So all I had to do is put them online and pluck them off for the High Court of Admiralty in London. They're admissible. All these things are admissible in the High Court of Admiralty. When they've got the King's seal on it, it makes it more authentic. Okay? It is authentic. Those are titles. This is how our East Cape titles are, that can define a land block right down to the T of a chief on it. Okay? And all the other titles don't appear like that. So you can see the chiefs here, their names on the blocks of land, mixed up from Ngāpuhi and Arawa and Tainui all there. Okay, so they don't have these on any other titles around the country, only down to East Cape, just to let you know that they left us alone. Those are all the Cook Street documents, the originals. Here, okay, here, okay, there. So that's Cook Street. Really signed by a chief, anyway. Okay, so anyway, that's another one. And we go through the. Oh, this is quite interesting. You see, I was a candidate for New Zealand First in 1996. Okay, at the time I was doing real estate. See the New Zealand First? So I was a politician there with Winston Peters, and I campaigned very much. I spent more time with that than the real estate. Okay, so there we go. I was in New Zealand First as a potential candidate. In fact, I was nominated to be a candidate with the other guy. I forget what his name is now. Anyway, he got it instead of me, and that was the end of that. So there's the TB3 Trust, first scheduled draft trust order. Okay, just some more stuff on the trust that I'll go through with them up there one day. But I'll get the titles sorted out in Britain first, and then I'll come and see them. I will sort their titles out on the TB3 block, Kingi, and your titles. I'll sort your titles out in Russell and up in Matiu Bay, because I want to put the title projects up there. And I've been talking to those ones up there already, and the other ones, no, they're waiting. It's me taking too long. So we've got the minutes here again of the TB3 action group here, there. So there. So it just shows you that I'm real. I've been there, done that. Right? Especially at the time of the Confederation of Chiefs was going strong. And there we have a letter from Hare himself, Hare Ututonga. That's his handwriting. Okay, so his family trusted me. I have all your stuff, and it's in safekeeping here, downtown, security place, for when I meet you again, and we will go through it and sort it all out. Okay, you'll have your place right in the right place. So, oh, that's Auckland, original Auckland title there. It's got everything here. Look, there. Those are the crown titles, right? Those are names on the crown titles. Kingi for Auckland. See the names? Clark signed it. The mark of Kawau, Tinana, and Te Rewiti Tamaki, Te Tohu o Te Here. Okay? They paid £6 for the title of Auckland. The interesting title of Auckland. But this is what I say. I was putting our names onto their title here on Cook Street, because these are supposed to have come from these chiefs. But all the history is pointing the other way, to Britain coming to Simon. The Simon is on here. Simon is on here. Coates and Shortland. There, Captain Simon. Look, Captain Simon. Okay, Captain Simon. Can you see? Captain Simon. That was William Cornwallis Simon. Okay, he was the captain of the ship that came as a surrogate king. Okay, like me, surrogate king. So I'm doing it in reverse. Surrogate king. All right. He came and proclaimed Auckland belonged to the king, and with his new immigrants that bought Manukau's land at the Manukau Heads, Puponga, Manukau Pa site, the Manukau tribesmen sites, and kicked them off. Okay, kicked them off their tribal land. Okay, there's a big long history in the Manukau system. That's just one name. You got all the other ones at Ngāpuhi, 980 AD, and so forth. Moai 600 AD, that's enough. We can go further back than that, but we'll fix it there. So it just cuts everybody out. Okay, 600 AD. HRH Geoffrey Foley, 600 AD. John Foley, right? King John Foley. So there we go. That's Admiralty. We got our things in the right place. So now you can see emerging. This was not a Lien's title on Cook Street. That title is supposed to have me put our names on. That's I'm saying this for you, the police commissioner, Mike Bush. That here is your answer. I'm going on to Cook Street because these are not the rightful owners of this land block. It is the Manukau and the Parapara and the Kawharu and the Wanoa Moai. Okay? Those names should be on there with John Rogan. Right? John Rogan was responsible for these titles. Okay? With this captain at that time, he was the judge. Okay? Over these lands. 1830 to 1837 period of the time of King William's reign. King William IV's reign. Okay, so I'm just telling you, Kingi and Matt in England, that we are linking ourselves legally to Britain, UK, this way, that we have the right history. The Crown in Wellington and Australia, Melbourne, picked these chiefs. Right? Picked these chiefs, but there's no one refuting anything we're saying about the title here and the Kawharu plaque that we took up the top of One Tree Hill. You've got these guys claiming to be the owners. To them they are, but not to Britain and us. Okay? Not to Britain and us. So, unfortunately for Cook Street, you're going to fall into the same as what I'm just showing you about Waitangi being the same titles as this and the East Cape titles from the Rogans. The Rogans and the Fitzroys at that time was responsible for all the titles that came from Britain. Okay, so I want to just show you these big books, right? These big books are the Northern District. Okay, this is the land-based resources, waterways. This is where I'm drawing all my information for the title projects up in the Kaipara and up north. Okay, you taumatas, Papahehe and Kingi, you're watching. This is all in there somewhere. So we've got heaps of books here for Auckland, East Cape and Northland. Okay, so we've got the old land claims, 2006 there, right? Yep, the other books 2006. I've got these for the treaty claims and the Crown Forest Rentals Trust. I know everything in the Kaipara back to front and all the history back through there as far as commercial operations, right? Banking and all that sort of. So there's the Hokianga, the Bay of Islands. So I know where and what and who is on the land blocks because of the old title names. This, I'm talking commercially, not whakapapa. The whakapapa is in the right place because what's happening is that the people of today are jumping the queue. They're jumping the queue. Hold on a second. I'll just answer the phone. Hello, King. Oh, okay. I'm just filming and I'll just take it out and then I'll wait for you. Okay? Yep, okay. Yep, half an hour. So. Yeah, okay, I'll be right. I'll just wait outside. Okay, alright. So that's the chief. The chief is coming. King. Okay? So you're going to we're going up to film soon, so I better hurry up. So we've got there's the titles again, the T block, Kaukawa, here. Okay? There's the block there. I've got to empty this film soon because I've got to make sure the film is clear for Kingi to film. Okay, so this is the graphic history of the block. Okay, here. I can run the movie later on this afternoon. I think he's coming a bit earlier. So there there is the original title to the TB3 and the whole Bay of Islands, PAIHIA, right there. Okay? It is there. The Ututongas have got it. And that's what I presented there at Waitangi, in front of it. Right? So there's 2 billion now. Land development. Right there to clean the whole place out, right through the whole block. The TB3 block and the marae, all that area. So that's what I really wanted to show you, was the one house on the block. There is the original titles. Okay? They're in there. Right? That's what I'm telling you. And the road there. Okay, the road. Okay, I better hurry up. Because he's coming soon. And he's cut me short. He's come a bit early. So we've got the Mohi Williams there. Okay. Got the certificate of title. 17B646. There. Okay. That's just some of the ones I'm doing. I've got some down in Wakatu, South Island, Grace Quarter, and them. So these were the shares, okay, in the blocks. There, okay. So you can see 54 Hare Ututonga Whānau, 54.76% of the block, of the 120 acres of the. Listen to this, Charlie. Listen to this. Kingi, the Waitangi 23 block is 120 acres, and the Hare Ututonga family is 54.76, according to this. According to this. And then you've got the Apiatas family, 25%, Takimonas, 12%, Ashby's family, 7%, Williams Whānau, the rest of it, 36 house sites, Apiatas, 16 house sites, Takimonas, 13 house sites, Ashby's, 8 house sites, and other shares, 821. So we're going to investigate that, whose names are shifted on the block like the Crown does, shift them around from here to here, and to there to there. So Kingi, I'm just telling you, everything is in here under that flag. Okay? Everything is under the flag. Po whenua, po haki, the sovereign flag. Okay? Everything's based on this. So those people want to know about the flags. There's more to it than just a flag. It is commerce. All these things are commerce. Okay? All these things are commerce. And so we have to be exact. That's the block there, that's the original thing. So I'm showing you this so that you can see that what I wanted to talk about at Waitangi was to clear the block before building. Okay? Clear the block before putting anything on it. So it's a bit late if the taumata, if the shareholders or whoever they want to call themselves, we don't have shareholders as such in that way, Kingi. We're going straight king, nothing to do with them. We've got nothing to do. We're going to seize the land back, just like that. We don't buy it back like how they did, $1 million for the land. No, we seize the whole lot back and go after all the fraud people. Right, there's a treaty draft. Okay, draft. There's a book. There's a northern context treaty. Right? Then you got agriculture. Well, that's the Bay of Plenty. That's that one. We've got. This is the project. This is the title project for the Kaipara. Everything's in there. I was going to show you that, but no, not now. Northern old claims. There's some northern old claims, surplus lands, all that there. So you've got, these are all the books. 1909 to 1945 Northern Inquiry. Okay, so you've got all that in your brain. So you've got Charter for the Maori Government, so we don't have that. We have that's the charter. We have to go through the Confederation to switch it around, Kingi, to the Moai. This is the signatures from all the chiefs in the islands, Pacific Islands. There's all the signatures there. Okay. So they're part of this as well. The Samoans, Tongans, Rarotongans, Hawaiians, and so forth. So you've got the what they call Indigenous Sovereign Nations Treaty of Friendship. Okay. So there, Indigenous Sovereign Nations of Treaty of Friendship. Okay, there. Right, that bit. Then you got a draft report, 2007, Northern Local Government. Right in the government. That's why I'm mixed up in government politics. And I don't take it lightly either. 12th Century Overview Part 2. Okay? That's 1935 draft. Right, that one. And like Taitokoro Maori Land Development Schemes, 1930, 1990. Okay, that one, big one again. And your brain's getting stuck now. And then you got the purchase deeds, Northland purchase deeds, 1840 to 1865, right? Lots of history in there to draw from. So if that's not enough, here's the plan for the Te Tii Marae, the new development, 2 billion. Okay, straight 2 billion. I'm collecting 5 billion from Cook Street. Okay, I'm seizing the property, levy against the debtors. All those people I've named online in the High Court of Admiralty online, straight to Britain, and now straight to Plymouth, England. So that's Te Tii Marae looking gracious. Okay, it's beautiful. They like it up there, and it doesn't do one little blocky and one little blocky. It does a whole lot. One shot. Okay, so there's the Marae block there again in this big book, just for that. Right, we've got big deals going on in here of documented everything. So documented everything. Right? Documented. So right down to a fine art. There. There's the original markings. Okay? You see what I mean, Kingi? The people at Waitangi wouldn't know a thing or two about land titles. That's in my blood. That's in my family. The Rogans have given me that. That's all the same title again to the block and so forth. Okay, so those books are court stuff, right? That's the aquafarms, right? Aquafarms. That's the original Japanese when I went to Japan. That's all how to do the aquafarms, the seaweed, sushis, and all that, and how to grow it. Okay, how to grow it. If you can read that, Kingi, you can read that. Okay, if you can, you'll know everything about aquafarms, about sushi farms, how to do ropes and nets and things, okay, in the sea. That's that one, and just the machines to do all the sushi, right? All the machines to do the sushi, and the price, and how to do it. But we get the Japanese to come here, and they can do it, same with the chop. So that's the more financial stuff. Okay, yeah. Then we got. I better hurry up because he's coming over. There's some more. Then we got Motu Kawati Island. Motu Kawati Island. I'm after that because it was a fraud deal. Douglas Hamilton was in the middle of that. I'm gonna wrap that one up, Kingi. You see that one? You watch it? Because I went after that at the time. I know what's happening there. Okay. Fraud title. There's another big one. Okay? This is just all the documents for titles. All the titles. Original titles. Okay? These are all hands done stuff. That are, you can see all that online, some of them. Okay? And then you got some more books. You got more books. Tribal Landscape Hokianga. Okay? Right? Draft reports. There. Okay? You got that one. And then you got this one. Right? 2006 Northern Crown Purchases. What the Crown paid for land, right? And you got this one. The Treaty, 19th Century. Rental, Crown Forest Rental Trust. And what they did with the forest. So now we're starting to see what this flag, someone's playing around with it and making money from it. And Northern Gifting of Lands, right? Gifting of Lands. Okay. There's another big book. Look. There's heaps of them. Tangata Whenua, right? Right. Coastal plan, just for the seabed titles. Okay. There. These are settlement Te Uri Ahau. Okay, so I went right through this in the Kaipara with Mohi Manukau. I know the place upside down. Okay. Northern War, 1844, 1846 draft report. Okay. Just like that. Alright, you go on and on. And some more development stuff and projects. And you got Northern Crown Purchase again, another big book. So you know, this only half of it. Then you got Northern Government rating, right? All government, right? You know, some more. Anybody want to learn all this stuff? take it out of my head. I'll give you a check free. Okay? Draft report, Taitokoro, Maori Land Development Schemes. Okay? There. Oh, we're just about there. Tribal overview, Hokianga, Whangaroa, Bay Islands, Whangarei, Maharangi, and Gulf Islands. Okay, so there we go. It's all up there. Alright? No trouble. And then we've got Cook Street, rejected title there. Okay? They didn't put our name on that title, so they're in trouble. Mike Bush, they're in trouble for not putting our names on the title and putting the wrong names on the title for Auckland. There, right there. Okay? The original title for Auckland and the East Coast is right there with John Rogan. Okay? And thank you very much. I better hurry up and get on with it. And we'll see you later. Bye for now. And I'll better unload the camera and get it ready for King. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching and catch you soon. I'll have the other film with him this afternoon in the War Memorial up at the Auckland Domain. Bye for now.